Hello, my name is Destiny Childress, and my research focus is on prevalence and factors associated with suicide ideation among African American college students. Introduction. Suicide among college-age young adults in the United States is on the rise. Suicide is the third leading cause of death in Black youth aged 15 to 25 years. Suicide attempts among Black youth increased by 73% between 1991 and 2017. However, there hasn't been many studies on African American youth and suicide. In suicide literature, depression has been identified as a risk factor for suicide, as well as regular substance use may also be a risk factor. In conclusion, the rising rates of suicide attempts among Black youth may be linked to reported inequalities in mental health treatment and social factors. The aim of this study is to describe the prevalence of suicide ideation and explore factors that may be associated with suicidal thoughts among African American college students. Methods. This study includes a convenient sample of 252 Black college students attending an HBCU during the 2019 and 2020 academic year. This analysis included 69% female, ranging from the age of 21%, and the rest being African American male. Sample characteristics. There are just a few sample characteristics that I would like to highlight. When it comes to in relations to poverty, we concluded that mother's education determined the social economic status of the family. Almost 40% of the students reported their mother's highest education was high school. 20.9% of the students reported hardship, 30% reporting using mental health services, 9% treatment, 30% reported marijuana use, and 21% reported suicidal thoughts. Statistical analysis. We used t-test and chi-square tests to examine the relationship between suicidal ideation and mental health, marijuana use, and social economic status. Results and discussion. Approximately 21% of students reported thoughts of suicide recently. 30% of students use marijuana every day or every other day. Regular marijuana use was not related to suicide ideation. Persons who reported suicidal thoughts had higher scores on the depression scale compared to those who did not have suicidal thoughts. Students reported thoughts of suicide had higher scores on the anxiety scale compared to those who did not have thoughts of suicide. 22% of students whose mothers completed high school reported suicide ideation. This was higher than the rates for students whose parents attended college. The relationship between mental health factors such as anxiety and depression are consistent with the previous research findings. Findings of a higher rate of lower social economic status students reporting suicidal thoughts is in line with Lindsay's idea that poverty may be a risk factor among African Americans. NSU's counseling center should consider implementing routine mental health and suicide screenings. Suicide prevention services that provide educational and therapeutic services should be readily available for students in light of NSU's unique student population. Thank you.